Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. Video number 2 of 2. The routine on here goes as follows. If you have not seen the video from earlier on this morning, make sure you catch it here. Go and feel free to pause this video, watch this and then come back to this one. Or as you well wish, if you want to do it the other way around and be lopsided, be my guest. Whatever floats your boat. Hey, we might become a regular on here, you know. I don't know. It's very fitting. Now, talking about what's floating people's boats. Mason Mount's got all sorts of things floating his boat. And we discussed that earlier on. But we've got news, and not just that. There's actually multiple things to talk about today, which I would say for Chelsea, most of it is actually pretty impressive. We're going to come to what has actually gone down with Chelsea Football Club, and we've got some other things that we have to discuss in terms of elsewhere as well. So let's start off with Mason Mount. We've got news from Fabrizio Romano in the last hour in regards to Mason and this deal with Manchester United that he so desperately wants across the line. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Here it is. Understand sources feel Mason Mount deal has to be completed by the end of next week. Manchester United will bid again, as said yesterday, but insist for quick resolution. Won't keep negotiating for too long. 60 to 65 million enough to convince Chelsea. Personal terms agreed. It has been rumoured, and I can't confirm this, right? But it's been rumoured that it's a 5-year deal, about £200,000 a week. But that came from, if I'm not mistaken, if that came from the Daily Star or the Daily Mirror, or I don't know, but that's just been what's quoted and what's been said here and there, so don't take it with a pinch of salt, but personal terms agreed. And this deal will be done, as I said. Like earlier on, I did say my opinion was, I reckon 55 plus 5 million add-ons is what will do it, and what will force both teams to just agree a deal and go with it. Chelsea are now forced. They know a deal with Mason Mount is now impossible, and they have to look at the urgency. Manchester United, I'm sure, know this. It's probably been not orchestrated with Manchester United, but I'm sure Man United have put some sort of pressure on Mason. Mason's like, okay, we've got to get this done then, screw it. Get the club going, and this deal's going to happen. And it's a matter of, if I'm honest, I reckon it's a matter of days, max. So we'll wait and see. But I expect the next announcement about Mason Mount to be that a deal has been agreed, just like it was with Kai Havertz and Arsenal. I expect that with Mason anytime soon. So we'll be seeing Mason Mount leave Chelsea Football Club very, very shortly. All of your opinions on my last video earlier on today. Fantastic opinions, by the way. I have to say, I drilled the comment section. I was like, whoa. Even people that were, I have to say, there are fans that were big fans of Mason Mount, right? It's like, yeah, no, like Chelsea, of course, we all love Chelsea, but Mason Mount, what a player. You know, there's that sort of fan. I think everyone knows that sort of fan. At least one of them in their lives. But even them, I saw a lot of comments on my videos from those going, nah, you know what? Like, yeah, it is what it is now. No club, no players bigger than the club. Chelsea always comes first. Some are just disappointed. Some are just a little bit down. The fact that it had to end this way. Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, let me know your thoughts on Mason leaving Chelsea for around that fee, if it is going to be that fee. Now, let's shift focus over to Inter Milan once again, because there's a certain geezer over there that just does not want to budge. And I've said this, we done the whole Todd Bowley Saudi impression yesterday, didn't we? And this is the latest. Let's jump right into it. Here it is. Inter Milan are working on a self-funded transfer window and therefore cannot afford to spend money they don't have. Therefore, Inter does not currently have the possibility of buying Romelu Lukaku. Lukaku absolutely wants to return to Inter Milan, which is why he refused Al Hilal. I've got a piece of advice for Lukaku. Because apparently this guy was hell-bent on bringing his lawyers into the question, right? Not a problem now. I'm cool with that. Bring your lawyers in. But don't bring them to Chelsea. Take them to Inter Milan. You want to get a deal done with Inter Milan? They ain't moving for you. Get your lawyer involved. Make a deal happen then. This is my point. If Inter Milan are not going to buy him, it's not happening. It's not happening. So when Saudi come along and go, hey, we want you, Romelu Lukaku. Mate, your mate Ziyech is over there. Pack a bag and go. Pack a bag and go and get the bag. Yeah? Trust me, you go to Saudi, you will become minted beyond belief. Right? It is what it is. So, this is it. But, you know what? But, let's take a big but. Step back. Step back. We have a solution. Because I saw some people saying, oh no, you know what? If he comes back to Chelsea, screw it. Just send him to the under-21s. Which we could do. Send him to the reserves. We could do that. He is under contract. We can do what we want. Technically, we can tell him, listen, you're training with the under-21s. You know, the under-21s are allowed to have a senior. I think it's up to 3 seniors in the team playing for them. You're going to be one of the seniors. Screw it. You're playing under-21 football now. Go and live your young years again. Right? I've seen Chelsea fans say that. We could do that if we wanted to. But, I feel like we no longer have to do that. How does it sound that we could take a player like Lukaku, we could keep him, but he doesn't play for us? How does that sound? Now, will he be on the wage bill? That's the most important thing here, isn't it? And I don't quite know how that's going to work. It's difficult. It's difficult. You're about to see why it's difficult. There's news coming from Chelsea today. Well, not from Chelsea directly, but Chelsea have bought a football club. Bonjour, monsieur. Or at the moment, it's night. So, bonsoir, monsieur, madame et mademoiselle. Yeah, everyone, all of you, bonsoir. We are, have we become French? No, we haven't. Strasbourg have become Chelsea. Breaking news, Chelsea FC have acquired a stake in Strasbourg. It's done. That came from Romain Molina earlier on, quoting this from March 17th, where the news came out. That was an exclusive by Romain Molina, and he did say today, it's done. So the news that came out from Ed Aarons was Chelsea FC have bought a 40% stake at Strasbourg. But what then appeared after was Chelsea have paid 65 million for a close to 100% stake in Strasbourg. So I don't quite know what's going on here. We'll have to wait and see what transpires here. But initially what was 40% has now become 100%. Does that mean we have bought the entire football club? And on top of that, have we bought the entire football club for 65 million? This isn't how football business works, right? But I'm about to plug in a joke here because I have to. What was the latest thing about 65 million? Oh, yeah. Kai Havertz. Yeah, who paid that? Arsenal. Oh, yeah, okay. And today we've bought Strasbourg for 65 million. Huh, okay. So, am I wrong in saying Arsenal have funded our purchase of an entire football club? Is that, can I say that? Realistically, look, I'm joking. We can't say that because that's not how football business works. It's not as easy as just, yep, take that money, nice one, put it there, fantastic. We've just bought a football club. That's not how it works. We did, I'm sure, close this deal long before Kai Havertz went to Arsenal. And we were trying to get this done. Strasbourg, if it's 40%, I can understand. That makes a bit more sense. 100% for 65 million, I just can't comprehend that. Strasbourg are a Ligue 1 team and they're pretty well established. If I try to, I'm going to look for this now, you know. Strasbourg FC, where are they in Ligue 1 at the moment? They are, where did they finish? Where did they finish? That's the key. Where did they finish? They finished in 15th. Okay, that's not very good. That's not very good. And I don't know how many teams are there in Ligue 1. 20. So yeah, they avoided relegation. Thank God for that. All right, if not, that wouldn't have made sense. But we've bought a Ligue 1 team for 65 million pounds apparently. As I said, 65 million for a 40% stake makes, I guess, more sense. If we have pulled off 100%, we've absolutely played a blinder here. And it does mean now, look, this is the question that I posed earlier on. If Romelu Lukaku does just end up staying, can we just send him to France? Go and have a baguette. Go and have a pain au chocolat. Go and have a croissant. You know, the beautiful croissant in France is it's fantastic. You go to Paris, you have some croissant. It's beautiful. Go to Strasbourg and have all the croissant. Eat it all. Romelu. Honestly, can we do that? Can we do that? Can we just be like, yo, Strasbourg are under our umbrella now. We own that football club. All right, Romelu, look, we're going to just change the name of the team on the contract, right? Boom. Strasbourg. Done. But this is what I said earlier on, right? The wage structure is what we're really bothered about. And if we now own that club, technically we're paying his wages anyway. So it doesn't really make that much sense. But it's all jokes and banter. Unless if Strasbourg have their own budget and they can keep paying that, which doesn't affect us, then great. So, yeah, there's the latest happening there. Now, Strasbourg fans had something to say. Check this out. Strasbourg Ultras with a message saying, Bowley not welcome. You know what's mad? Normally, imagine if this was Roman Abramovich. Yeah, and Strasbourg fans, the Ultras, came out going, Abramovich not welcome. I'd just be laughing. I'd be like, we own you. Shut up. You know, we could do that. We could. But with Todd Bowley, I can understand their concern. Come on, let's be honest. You know, with the way that we've been functioning in this crazy turbulent year, we have criticised these owners for quite a few things. We've been pretty uncertain. We've questioned the direction of the club. We've done all of that. From an outside perspective, you have to admit, other fans look at Chelsea and think, yo, that guy doesn't know how to run a football club. Even though we know more of the detail, and we know the ins and outs, and we know the intention is pure, and we know that they actually mean well. But on a footballing level, it's not been great. Other fans look at that and go, yo, he's chaos. So I can understand where they're coming from going, we don't want him. Hey, Strasbourg, don't panic. Don't panic. Don't panic. It's all going to be okay. Just come under our wing. We will guide you. We will show you the way. So, yeah, we'll wait and see what happens. We'll wait and see what happens there. But moving on, let's move on. News from the Saudi deals happening. Here it is. Also, by the way, let me know in the comments about Strasbourg and your initial thoughts that we've acquired at least a stake of Strasbourg or we've potentially taken over the entire club. Let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. Here's the latest on the Saudi deals. Chelsea deal for 3 players joining the Saudi clubs is proceeding to the signing stage. Agreements reached yesterday, and now contracts being prepared, checked by lawyers. Koulibaly to Al Hilal, Ziyech to Al Nassr, and Mendy to Al Ahly on the verge of being sealed. So, there we are. And I'm sure Aubameyang is going to head out there at some point too. So we'll wait and see what happens there. But, yeah, those deals being done. Kante's already gone. And fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Overall, that just means, well, as I said, we get players off the wage bill. We're very happy. We've trimmed down the squad. Happy days. So overall, can't complain. Can't complain one bit. Now, before we get on to this bit, I do want to say Brozovic has now also been linked with a move to Al Nassr. So I have to say, just on that basis, can you imagine Ziyech, Brozovic, Cristiano Ronaldo? It's mad. All of these Saudi teams, you're looking, and they're all starting to form like spines. There's a spine here, there's a spine here, there's a spine here. There's loads of spines being formed. Absolutely incredible. So yeah, we'll wait and see what happens. More confirmation from Ed Aarons about Strasbourg, saying it's 100% takeover of Strasbourg, which is weird. Again, we'll wait and see what happens by tomorrow. We might get more clarification. Now, let's talk about Declan Rice before we wrap up. Here it is from Jacob Steinberg. Declan Rice keen to join Arsenal, despite Man City's plan for a rival bid. And that, I think, is going to help us beautifully, because we need Caicedo. And if Man City were to plough in and get Declan Rice and snatch him from Arsenal's hands, then we could be in trouble if we don't act quick enough, which is the point that I mentioned in the video earlier on. Chelsea need to act fast now for Caicedo and don't risk it. Don't risk it. There was another rumour that popped up, and I got to address this because we've gotten to the bottom of it. Let me show you what was going around. I'll also add some clarity to it. Here it is. This is from Man United pages, all going crazy tonight, saying, Justin, Man United are expected to make an offer for Declan Rice soon. There was another one, and I haven't got it up here, but there was another one saying Man United are prepared to pay 40 million, Harry Maguire and Elanga for Declan Rice, and that bid is about to go in. They're saying this news has come from, I'll show you this again, from ex-WHU employee. That stands for ex-West Ham United employee. This is a person that's very, 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 very well connected and gives you West Ham news all the time. He is a West Ham source, hence his username. He used to work at the football club. Like, he's got contacts. That's his niche. He's also quite connected with Chelsea, weirdly enough. So we do hear from time to time things that come from ex-WHU employee. He's come out tonight and gone, I don't know anything about this. Stop making news about me. It's not true. So just to clarify the situation, this Man United Declan Rice thing that's come out tonight is not true. Does not exist. Ex-WHO employee has come out himself and clarified the situation, saying they're making things and quoting me for it. I've not said it. So, forget it. It's not true. Man City and Arsenal, so far. Not to say Man United don't have the potential later on. I just feel like they got to get their takeover done first, if I'm honest, to go in for a move like that. So, we'll wait and see. And there we are. That's the latest. Let me know your thoughts down below in relation to everything that I've discussed today, and I will see all of you tomorrow for a brand new one, or a couple of new ones. I'll see you then. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, guys, hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash like button if you have enjoyed this, and I will see all of you tomorrow. Have a good one, people. In a bit. Take care, and peace.